K-State is not the team we thought they would be. They're not very good right now. This is KSU Nation. I'm Stevie B.
And I'm pissed off. Don't want to be here.
That's Kitty G. We're talking K-State's come from behind win 38-35 against an FCS team, North Dakota. Kenny, let's get right into it. Your initial thoughts on K-State barely beating North Dakota.
It's embarrassing. This is embarrassing. We got to win. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, it's tough to win football games when K-State is supposed to be the class of the conference. You don't go out and struggle against a middle of the road FCS team. I don't care. I don't care what you have to say about it. It is the most frustrating and just I don't even know where do you begin, Steve? I mean, you can't use the excuses anymore. Like, oh, they were in Ireland, a week before. Really? Is that really why? Because I'm looking at, Chris Kleiman talks about, oh, the 4 Dakota schools, they're all really, really tough schools. Well, why is it that Iowa State, which also was in Ireland, they came out the next week and handed out 55 ass whoopings to South Dakota, but we can't do that as K-State? Why does it look like Iowa State didn't even go to Ireland, and K-State looks like they left half their team in Ireland? Like, I don't understand this freaking program right now. And you hear Chris Kleiman in his post-game presser talking about how, me and Kleiman are going to get it figured out. You have to figure it out. Are you kidding me? It's not just we're going to figure it out. No, you need to figure it out. This is embarrassing. Like, you had audible boos coming from the stands. That is like in your first home game. What? This is bad news. And I know that there's nobody more frustrated than you, Steve, because, being an alum, this is like something that is just like, it just seems like all the hopes are just being flushed down right down the toilet, man, with this season, the expectations, the lack of care, the lack of passion. Where's the fire? Where's the leaders in the football team grabbing the face mask of the other guys and screaming in their face? Where's the Peyton Manning yelling at the offensive line? Like, where's that at? Where are these players, this attitude? Where is this will to win? I mean, it's fine that you got guys that are cool, calm, and collected. You want to have that, underneath the skin, but you need to have the performance of a leader. You need to hype people up. And where are those people at? Where is the hype builders? You know what I'm saying? It's not coming from the veterans that have been there for the last 4 or 5 years. And that's alarming. That's really alarming. Like, I don't know what to say. This is not what we expected. I ranted about how this team needed to win by 6 to 7 touchdowns of a difference, and we did not get that. We got a very, very lackluster, inconsistent team that, like, why are we struggling? Why are we struggling, Steve?
I don't know, man. I mean, if you go back to last season, and I have some things to talk about here, K-State's played bad in 7 of their last 8 games. I mean, if you really look at it, go back to the KU game last year. K-State played bad. They won the game somehow, some way. They won the game. But then you beat Cincinnati. That's the only game. That is the only game in the last 8 games, going back to last season, where K-State played pretty well for most of the game. The other games, Houston, loss. Arizona State, get down 21-0, loss. Iowa State, twice you play terrible. You go to the bowl game, you get down 17 points in the second half. You somehow come back and win that game. Still don't play still don't play well. And then you play North Dakota. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, man. Like, I don't know what to say about this team. The defense gave up 35 plus in 2 of the last 3 games. This is the first time in the Kleiman era K-State has given up 30 plus to a FCS team. It's the first time in a Climate era K-State's given up 200 rushing yards against an FCS team. Or sorry, first time they've not been able to rush the ball for 200 yards against an FCS team. The O-line is terrible right now. They can only pass block. They cannot run block. They cannot get any movement, despite how much money they spent on the O-line. They've been looking awful. The special teams has looked really bad too. You got fumbles on kickoffs. We got fumbles on punt returns. We got freaking terrible punts. I mean, the special teams in general has looked really, really, really bad. Penalties galore, man. I don't know how many penalties we had on that one drive where I set them up for a touchdown. But penalties are a problem. This team is not focused after the game. They were talking to, I think, Toby Osen. No, they were talking to Joe Jackson. And he just said, we didn't have the juice tonight. We did not have it. I don't know what they have to do to get the juice. They need it. Drop passes are still a freaking issue, man. I do not know what it is. I don't know if they need to get a new receiver coach, different players. I don't know, man. Defense has stopped 1 4th down all season long. One, and it was at the end of the game. Before that, the other teams were 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 on the season. This defense is not good enough for K-State to win a Big 12 right now. They have to get better. The safeties stink. The corners are worse. The linebackers are not playing very good. The only ones that are playing good are the D-line, dude. That's the only position on the whole defense is playing good. The O-line and D-line suck right now. They absolutely suck. The receivers are dropping balls. Jace Brown is the only player on offense outside of Avery Johnson that's doing anything. Having said all of that, I wanted to get that out of the way. Texas Tech won 8 games last year, beating Abilene Christian 52-51 in overtime. Colorado won 9 games last year after beating North Dakota State by 5, 31-26. So it can be done. You can flip the switch. Back in 2011, K-State won 10 games after beating Eastern Kentucky 10-7. So you can flip the switch. You can get better. But Iowa State, where they're at right now, is exactly where everyone thought K-State would be at. Winning that game in Ireland. Winning huge the next week. And right now, I do think it's time for K-State fans to panic, man. K-State sucks right now. They absolutely suck. So that's my initial thoughts on it. Should we look at the stats, Kenny?
I mean, yeah, sure. But I just wanted to point out that what is causing so much frustration is because K-State has the talent and the ability to perform well. We don't have, I mean, you talk about the offensive line, man. Are we missing Connor Riley? It seemed like he was the only coach that was like firing up the guys, to play their asses off. We don't have, I don't think we have the kind of coach or staff or leader or whatever it is. There's no leader on the team that is getting the guys fired up for anything. It just seems like they're kind of, ho-humming around and like, yeah, we're just going to walk in and try to get this win or whatever. We're going to try to go through the motions. We're trying to like, whatever, not like, not be too, crazy and try to like be conservative and this and that. It's just not risk anything. And I'm just kind of like really annoyed that this is the kind of product that K-State's putting out in its first 2 weeks. You could say what you want about the Ireland game, bad weather conditions, horrible field, first game of the season, whatever, you got out coached. This was not being just out coached. This was players not caring enough. And when you've got K-State prides itself on its work ethic, on its players. You talk about the special teams. Our special teams, it's like a tradition. And I feel like the person that we got to run the special teams, he needs to get out of here. I mean, I have not seen anything special about the special teams since he's been here. We've just seen constant problems all over the place. It's hard to know where to point the finger, but it all falls on the coaches. They're the ones that have to get the kids ready. And if they're not ready, then it falls on them. There's discipline issues. Kleiman talked about how they went over all these different things. We went over it all week long, and then they go into the game and they like completely just don't do what they've learned. They don't do what was practiced, and that's alarming. You need to get those guys out of there. Then, if it, next man up, I would rather see a guy who is giving it his all, kind of like a Quay Moss. I mean, is this the guy that's going to step up? This guy like flying around, his energy, he's getting hype, he's jumping around when he makes the big play. That's the kind of stuff I want to see. I don't want to see this like you knock a guy down and then like you help the guy back up. No, dude, go and celebrate, like get hype a little bit. And it's weird to see a Quay Moss, like a guy like that needs to. We need to see our veteran guys be like that. That's what I'm trying to get at. And I don't want to harp on the negative too much. We did win the game, but it did not look good. I'm not happy about it. But let's go ahead and get to the stats here.
All right, here we go. Here's the stats. K-State actually had more yards again. K-State's actually, I feel like K-State's turning into Texas Tech. All these passing yards, all these total yards, but still looking pretty bad, losing the time of possession. Not great on third down. Avery Johnson's the only person on offense I feel like that's playing good, him and Jace Brown. And then defensively, you talked about it, Quay Moss, Cody Stufflebean, Toby Osunsami, Austin Romaine. Those are the only dogs on the defense at all. Everyone else, not great. VJ Payne looks terrible right now. Absolutely terrible. Your thoughts on the stats and anything else?
When we look at the stats, I don't think it's an offensive problem. This is very clearly a defensive problem. I mean, say what you want about Avery Johnson. I don't understand the play calling with him not using his legs. The guy is the most insanely explosive, game-breaking speed that we've ever seen from a quarterback. And it has been said by multiple K-State podcasts, not just us, that this team is probably the best in terms of talent, the best team that Chris Kleiman has ever had. And for whatever reason, it's just not working, which means that the coaching is not well. Because if you see the talent, you ought to be able to, you know, coach them the right way and get them what they need to be. And it looks great. Avery Johnson's passing is look. He had a career high in yards, attempts, completions in a single game. Hats off to Avery. Look, you're doing great. Why are you not running? How do you only have 4 or 5 carries the game in the whole game? That's not good enough, man. What did I say? Minimum. What did I say in the last podcast, the last episode I did? I want to see minimum 15 to 20 carries a game. He is more than capable of doing that. I don't know. I don't understand what it is. Nobody does. Nobody understands. He has more yards, more average yardage. He had the longest run in the game. Uh, it, it it's beyond me. It is beyond me. And there's seven carries. Mm-hmm. The time of possession, that can really boil down to just a couple things. One, we're just capitalizing on explosive plays, which I'm never going to be upset about. Where we can basically end a drive in basically just 2 downs and like we get a touchdown. So whereas the other team is usually just grinding away. We didn't start doing that until the second half when we started running Joe Jackson a little bit more and Rice. I can't remember his first name, but
Devon Rice.
Yeah, Devon Rice. We started running him, running Joe Jackson, and all of a sudden, we're wearing their defense down a little bit. I want to hit on our defense just a little bit, and let's take over. You hit on the defensive line. They are good. They're amazing. But the problem is that they need to be better because we cannot just keep relying on these blitzes because that's what ended up happening. The only reason why in the third quarter we were just dominating in the third quarter is because we started blitzing because we weren't getting pressure. And so that's why we had like 3 or 4 3 and outs, when they had negative 10 yards for the quarter. It was amazing. Like that's what we needed to see. But once they realized, oh, they're just blitzing us the whole time. Now we're just going to throw the ball down because they have all these open areas now. And that's what they started doing. They made the adjustment. K-State is getting exposed constantly, and I don't like it. It's making me very upset. We don't have the dudes like what was it that we pull out VJ Payne for one it was like in the red zone. We pull him out for a snap, and then that guy goes and runs for a touchdown. Because why? They had a freshman, I can't remember his name. They had a freshman go in for him, and then he didn't know where he was supposed to be, and he got blown right by number 9 on the North Dakota team. It's just stuff like that. It's like, what are we doing? Why are you taking VJ Payne out in a moment like that? I just don't understand. Like these are weird, really weird mistakes, but it's not one play that makes the mistakes. I mean, 35 to 38 is not just one play in the red zone. I mean, defense should not be having this happen to them. I mean, this is very much a defensive failure. Avery Johnson went out and got 38 points. Okay. This is not on Avery. I know he's the quarterback, and a lot of people will blame the offense because, they should be getting more points, but it's the defense, man. It's the defense and the special teams. But for the second time in a row, we have fumbled on special teams and then created a turnover the very next possession, which, okay, you love to see it, but you don't love to see what happened before. It shouldn't be, we made a mistake. Now we need to go force a turnover. Like, we should be getting turnovers like that without having to force them because we made a big mistake. It seems like K-State only performs when they absolutely need to. What do you think, Steve?
I agree. I don't think the team was focused. I don't think the team is doing enough right now to be good. They're missing gaps. Like their running back has 2 rushing touchdowns right up the gut. I mean, that's terrible by the linebackers. Terrible. We have safeties that can't tackle. Logan Bartley cannot tackle. VJ Payne cannot tackle. We had corners and safeties getting the people are running right by them. Like this defense is not good. Not good at all. Austin Romaine and Cody Stufflebean, Quay Moss, and Toby Osunsami. Those are the only guys that are doing anything defensively. Everyone else is not good. I do think Wesley Fair is probably the best of the bunch in terms of the safeties, but that's not good considering he keeps getting burned. Like when he's the best one, that is not good. Not good at all. The corners are getting beat off of one move plays.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We still keep playing man to man most of the time, and it's like we don't have the guys to be playing man to man. Like
no.
We don't have a Jacob Parrish anymore. Can we? What's bizarre is this is Clanderman's position. Like he is specializing in the secondary. He's the defensive coordinator, but he specializes in the secondary. Come on, man. Like I know you're in charge of the whole group, but you got to dial it in, man. We got to figure out why K-State cannot play zone. I don't understand. North Dakota was able to play zone, and they did it really well against us.
K-State got carved up by an FCS quarterback starting his first game. Carved up. Okay, cat and dog. I'll go with the cat. You'll do the dog. I think we have but Avery Johnson, cat of the game. They don't even deserve for us to make graphics. Actually, we both just didn't have time. Avery Johnson, 361 total yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 turnovers in the first 2 games, which is phenomenal. I feel like he's having to do it.
There's a huge asterisk there. He has thrown it at people so many times.
He has. He should have multiple interceptions. I do agree, including one of his touchdowns. Great play by that safety. Great play. But still, nonetheless, he's averaging over 300 yards per game and 3 touchdowns per game. I think he's playing okay. He's not the problem for this team. K-State should not have to score 38 points to beat an FCS team. Kenny, dogs of the game.
You said that correctly. They shouldn't have to, but they should have. they shouldn't have to, but they needed to score way more. I mean, I wanted to see, just like everybody else got to see, with Texas Tech and the BYUs of the world, and they all got to see their schools putting up 50 plus, 60 plus, points on the board, and that's the kind of stuff that you want to see. I mean, it's just gonna pad the stats. So that's what I literally just kept saying. But anyway, dog of the game. We got two dogs of the game. We got Austin Romaine and Cody Stufflebean. Austin Romaine still remains to be the best linebacker and honestly the best defensive player on the field. I want to see a little bit more anger from him. I want to see a little bit of want to from him. I think that he is just a guy that is just like, I'm going to do my job and I'm going to put the team on my back, but he doesn't really he's not like the fired up guy. And then Cody Stufflebean, man, he has actually turned into quite a beast on the defensive end position. He's kind of filling that hole that Brandon Mott had. Once we lost Brandon Mott, we were like, who's going to step up and fill that hole? Well, Cody Stufflebean and Toby Osunsami are really duking it out right now to see who's going to be the leader of that, because between the both of them, I mean, it is just really fun to watch. Both of them are really good at getting off blocks and putting pressure on the quarterback, which is what we need with this defense. I mean, they're basically the ones that are setting the tone. And then with Austin Romaine, really just kind of being the only guy. I mean, you got Des Purnell, and he's doing his best, but he's really kind of fallen into the shadow of Austin Romaine. I mean, Romaine has really just been like the dude for us, and then just the guys up front, keeping the pressure on. But between those two, Cody with 2 sacks, Austin Romaine, we got 10 tackles, 7 solo tackles, and I know he had a couple TFLs as well. So, just it's the same old thing, man. I mean, Austin Romaine is probably going to be consistently a dog for this team week in and week out. He's probably the only consistent player on defense, I would say. Whereas Avery is probably like literally the only weapon, him and Jace Brown. Our tight ends, man, where the hell have they been? I mean, Garrett Oakley here and there, Lofton here and there. No one's catching the ball. I mean, that's really what it is. And if we're just going to turn into a passing team, well, you got to catch the damn ball. Like if we're not going to be rushing the ball, we got to catch the ball. Okay. But other than that, those are the cat and dogs. Don't want to spend too much time on it, man. It is what it is. What do we got next, Steve?
Well, I texted you. My computer's on the way. It's on the fritz right now. So I was going to see if you wanted to go over the week 1 recap, or if you wanted to do that next time. We both have a hard out today anyways. I got a party to go to.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, let's just quickly get through this.
Okay.
Week 1 recap. I mean, we can blow right through all this stuff. I mean, let's start from the top. We got KU beating the Portland Hawk. What are they called? Like, I don't even remember what they're called.
I don't know who they play. They beat the crap out of them, though. They look pretty good.
They beat the
It was Wagner. It was Wagner.
Wagner. That's right. Who cares about that? Big deal. Big whoop. They win. You got UCF taking on Jackson State. Barely eked out a win. They're looking pretty bad as well. Their fans are probably in the same position we're in. I kind of went over this last time, but Oklahoma State University 7-7 got a good was great thing in the world. Didn't have a quarterback that went earlier, started quarterback.
No, let us know mistake.
Yeah, they're pretty sure the guy looked amazing and he hurt himself, and they've got this other guy in, but the guy was really exciting, actually incredible. Houston, man, hands out a shutout. That defense is still good a year later. You got to be excited for him as he fan. You know, play but that way. Starting out the season, shutout, always a really good feeling for a college program. I don't care who you are. And moving on to Colorado, 27, Georgia Tech, 20, Colorado State.
Colorado lost 20-20.
That's what I mean. Georgia Tech 7, Colorado 20.
Colorado looked real bad.
It's that's a loss. Think of the quarterback. Steve, what do you think of the offensive line?
The talent is
almost.
the talent's there. It is, but it feels like they don't. You can tell at the first quarterback. I'll say that.
Yeah, he had a lot of similar things that, Shore was doing, trying to make the crazy play happen by running around scrambling and whatever. Not only there. Colorado, we knew that it takes that by losing other players that they, but I won't just jump say they're going to definitely have talent there for sure. But we'll have to see. Cincinnati and Nebraska at Arrowhead. Yikes. Yeah, Cincinnati loses to Nebraska, a middle of the road Big Ten team, 20-17. Oh man,